Hello again. Today I'm going to be doing a redesign of the villain character Kismet from Sentinel comics. She's a villain themed around bad luck, and I already really like her original design, so I was really excited to do this one. So Kismet is a villain character based around luck, and her personality is fascinating to me. My brother and I refer to her as the horrible woman, because she's just so much all the time, and I do love her for that. Whenever in this video I talk about her being awful, I mean it in the best way possible. What I don't mean in the best way possible is how long the poses took me in this video. I agonized over the pose for her because I wanted something super dramatic and it just wasn't coming. So right now I'm doing like just a drawing of her body so I can figure out what I want for her outfit, and then afterwards I do an entirely different pose for her. But like I said kind of earlier, I already really like her outfit. I guess her general vibes. I feel like I knew I wanted to change the outfit to be like just a little bit more, I don't know, stylized, streamlined, well, that's not a word. Right now, I'm working on her tattoo design, which took years off of my life. It's another one of those things that if this was an actual comic character, you'd never want to draw her or anything because that arm tattoo is so complicated. It's super cool looking, but extremely complicated. I fumble around with the silhouette of her top for a while before finding something that I really liked. This isn't it, I don't think. No, definitely not. But I knew I wanted to keep the silhouette the same, and I really liked the little belt details that she had with the talisman. She has such Hot Topic energy, and I do love it. I do like it, especially now that I think in canon she's a little bit, she's like in her mid-20s, but she still dresses like a teenager, which I find, I'm not saying, again, not derogatory, I love every part about this woman. I keep her hair basically the same. I really like her stupid, massive, poofy ponytail. It's ridiculous. I make the hair bigger, I'm pretty sure, but again, I'm waffling on the shape of the top here. Great, love that for me. Yeah, the outfit, I knew what I forgot that I did this for a bit. In some of her older designs, she has bright green mesh, like a bright green mesh top, and I really liked that. Oh no, I forgot about this stage of the design. It's fine. It'll all be fine eventually. Honestly, the outfit that I end up going with is not all that different from her current design. Oh, the talisman. I forgot about the talisman. So, Kismet believes that the talisman that has this symbol of a bird on it is the source of her powers. It is not. It is a Dumbo's feather situation where she believes it is the source of her powers, so it kind of becomes that to her. Okay, so again, I couldn't get the pose correct for the life of me, and I kept doing thumbnails and stuff, so it's gonna jump in a sec. Yeah, okay. So I used a modified pose reference from Adorka stock on either Tumblr or DeviantArt. Check her stuff out. I would not have been able to figure this pose out otherwise. Also, I drew her in her entirety off camera because I couldn't get the pose right, and now I am awfully cropping it to try and get it to fit in the villain card layout, which is landscape. So if you want to pause and look at what the full design looked like, uncolored and unlined, you can if you'd like, but really it's not all that much different than her canon design. She just has big, chunky, knee-high boots off screen. And here I'm sketching in the background of her villain card, which I was super excited to do. I really wanted to emphasize those bright green lightning bolts she has coming off screen. Also, her tattoo is gone, but it will come back. I assure you, I haven't escaped it yet. Oh, I should probably mention what her powers actually are for the like one of you who isn't here specifically because you know what Sentinels is. So she is a luck-based villain, and unlike some other luck-based powers that I've like seen previously in media, hers have strict consequences that happen pretty soon after it. So she wins money from the lottery, she gets mugged pretty soon after, she steals her dream car, she gets pulled over by the cops because there were bodies in the trunk. She finds a way to redirect the bad consequences of her good luck onto other people, letting her get away with things because she deserves it, honestly. Look at her, look at that face. Look at that face. Doesn't she deserve it? I think she does. Anyway, here I am just lining it. I can't remember if I skipped this bit in the Unity video, but this is what my lining process looks like. It's not super professional. Also, I do color in parts of oh no, it jumped. Okay, well that's all the lining you get to see. Anyway, I color in parts of the design that are like fully black in the line art phase because I just like how it looks. Anyway, I'm color picking directly from the image because for some reason, oh no, I'm not color picking yet. Oh right, it's the arm. I haven't escaped the arm. I decided to give her a glowing green arm because that's in one of her older cards and I really liked the contrast of it, and I figured, hey, if I'm going to spend an eternity drawing this arm, I'm going to make it contrasting, and it's going to be bright and it's going to be the main focus of her design almost, so everyone can know that I worked really hard on the tattoos for this woman. Now that I'm finally free of the arm, I can move on to color picking. It was a little bit hard for me for some reason to get like the exact hues for her, so I fiddle with these a whole lot. But generally I don't change a whole lot about her color scheme. I think the blue, and for some reason the blue and the red of her hair reminds me of licorice. Like, you know how there's black licorice and red licorice? Okay, here's me experimenting with making the arm look way more glowy. I really like how her eyes are glowing in the original image, so I fiddle with that a whole lot until, yeah, that looked goofy for a second, but I'm really happy with how her eyes came out. It adds, like, so much, just her eyes are literally mischievously glowing. Look at her. She deserves the world, and also all of your money. Are y'all ready to goof around with some textures? Because I sure am. Once again, things like plaid pattern are just not something that you want to do over and over again for comics, so I'm not even going to do it once for an illustration. I'm just going to cheat by using a pre-made pattern in Krita. I have no shame and I regret nothing. But here's me working on her talisman. It was surprisingly hard to get like a clear picture of this because I think it's only on like one of the cards from the card game, but I figured it out. Alright, and now that she's almost done, we're gonna move on to the background background section, which I do end up finishing the text for in Canva because I had to goof around with the Unity illustration. I had to goof around with the Krita text editor for what felt like 100 years. So I just didn't do that this time. I finished this and then I popped it into Krita. But oh my goodness, I love the little spikes, the little lightning bolts I did for her. Oh, this was so fun. I love how it makes her pop on the background. I've got to fill in Setback's little nemesis marker down at the bottom. Setback, her nemesis, her ex-boyfriend, who she's so normal about, is also a character that I really like, and I have done a redesign for him, but I think it's only up in the Sentinels Discord server. So, if you're here, you've probably already seen it. I have once again abducted my brother. You have less than a minute. Say something about Kismet.
There's a thing that I was going to ask, which is,
Oh, yeah?
is there anything in the design, like on the lower body, that you would have liked to have colored in but weren't able to because you had to crop it?
Yeah, I actually, if I was going to complete a full body illustration of her, I think I would give her like layered red tights over some ripped fishnets to add like some dimension to the legs. And of course, I think I would color in those boots to be like a chunky dark gray. I think it's done now, actually. I just have to... Oh. Alright, and here's the completed card.
Isn't she lovely?
She looks great. Thank you all so much for watching. I will see you in whatever I decide to make next.